Hey guys, welcome to yet another episode of Commenting on Comments. So this one's going to be a lot about the Baja mini bikes, seeing how the last 4 videos I put up are pretty much about the Baja mini bikes. So let's just roll with it and we'll see what we get. So our first commenter is Mr. Iron Man, and he says, "Well, I'm glad to see I'm not the only one that falls off my bike, no doubt, eh? Well, I gotta learn. I got a lot of learning to do. Jesus, your glasses really must have been fogged not to see that tree across the road. Oh, dude, it was bad. It's like, I guess it was a cold day, and I guess exhaling into the helmet has that guard here, eh? Or that guard, I guess, whatever. And it just kind of like goes underneath the lenses and just cocks over the program. So I don't know if you're supposed to put something on the sunglasses to avoid that. I'm going to have to look into it. I think there's some like anti-fog shit you can like smear on them and then they won't do that anymore. If I can find some, I'm using it. But those are some sweet trails. You got to take me there, Adam. I'm going to have to bring Adrian with us because I can't remember how we got there because we did so many detours because the bridge was out. He really knows his way around that area. I not so much. Well, we'll see what we can do, buddy. Just let me know when you're coming up. Bingerable? Binge rabble? Whatever. Nice romp, Adam. You can't ride a bike until you come off a few times, just saying. I came off twice. That counts as a couple. So I got a flat line like maybe 2 or 5 more times, and fuck, we'll be there. Right on. Warren6815 says, I need me a Baja bike. Rare as hen's teeth in the UK, though. Unless I'm just rubbish at looking. I don't know, man. The Baja mini bikes are pretty much Chinese bikes. Like a lot of the stores around here that sold Geo used to sell the Baja mini dirt bikes and the mini the dirt bikes for shit. They're pretty cool. Like if you're lightweight, you can probably take it for a rip snot. But if you're a heavy dude like me, you'll just bottom out that back fender on the tire and wear your back tire down in one romp. But they also made the Baja mini Warrior and Heat, which is the 2 that I have. And I'm pretty sure they sold them worldwide. So I know they sold them in America, Canada, Mexico. They must have sold them in, because I found some European guys, like when I was on YouTube looking for videos, and I found a group of people speaking in a language I couldn't understand, so it wasn't French or English, and they were totally kicking the shit out of this Baja Mini, like doing rooster tails in the soft sand and stuff, and just having a blast. It was awesome. So they had to have had them over there, or they got one imported. I don't know. IP Camera George's house. Wow. I guess his channel is dedicated to his IP cameras footage. Right on. You got better at it. Perhaps next time have a knapsack, carry stuff like water, gloves. Was the air pressure correct? No, it wasn't. I'm thinking it was too much in them all. Apparently, you can put up to 30 pounds in those tires, but I gotta find the manual and read what they recommend for the tire pressure to be at, so we can just pump them up properly. Have charged up batteries. I only have the one battery for the GoPro, and the son of a bitchers. Well, what I could do, and this was mentioned to me before by a YouTuber, don't wreck your desk, Adam, is I got these Budweiser beer chargers. Back in August when I bought the Budweiser to go up to my buddy's house, I got one of these things. And then like a week later I bought a case for the house, got another one, and then I gave that one to Dad. No, I gave Dad the first one. The second one I gave to a friend. Then I bought 2 more cases and got 2 more of these. I just don't know where the other one ran off to. You can charge and go with those cameras, or those glasses. So what I can do is just like run the USB into my helmet and plug it into the glasses and just let it dangle there while it's on my head, and just hopefully I don't submerge my face in water where water can run in, because I'm like literally opening the seal now. But and I can charge it, and this thing here holds 1700 milliamps. The battery in the glasses, it's only good for, what did they say? It was like 400 milliamps or not even that. So like this can charge the glasses like 7,200 times in a day. So that's pretty awesome. So I might just do that next time. We'll have full batteries. And definitely practice will make it even more fun. I need to get out there and rip around a lot more. But even Adrian was saying, he's like, a dirt bike is so much different than those fat bikes like the Baja Minis on the trails. Dirt bike will handle completely different. So I think it's just I don't know, it's just a fun time. Like, Best $100 romp machine ever is the Baja Mini if you can get them for that price. Steve Price asks, are the videos not going to be up at 9 a.m. anymore? Buddy, I am sorry for that. It's out of my hand. I have all the videos scheduled for 9 a.m. For some reason, YouTube at 9 a.m. is taking them off scheduled and putting them to private rather than to public. I have no idea what the frig's going on. I already contacted Tim over at Fullscreen, and he's like, I don't know what I can do about this. This is a YouTube problem. I said, well, can you talk to somebody and see what the frig's going on and maybe get back to me? Like, don't they have a support at youtube.com or some nonsense they can take care of? Because I know if we email support at youtube.com, it just goes to a spam folder somewhere that gets deleted one. But, no, I'm going to try for the 9 a.m. thing, but I can't guarantee it until YouTube fixes their fuck up. Sorry about that. Aussie Stickler says, stop trying to suck your dick and you wouldn't have a sore neck anymore. Winky emoji. That's fucking profane, bro. Spazcan says, buy some Loctite for those bolts. You know what? That's a fucking great idea. I know why I didn't think of that. Because I'm not a mechanic, I'm a computer dick, for fuck's sake. Kronkus36 says, you should find a regular gas tank to stab on there. Then you can go for really long hauls. Thing is I thought we were a lot lower on gas than we were. When we started romping, those tanks each had about 75% fuel in them. When we got back to the truck, the first time we checked, and I was like, should we top up? And it's like, no, God, we're like way over. We still have like 60% fuel left in those tanks. We're fine. Then we got out there and the mine started sputtering, but I think what it is my car probably got dirty, so I'm going to have to drop the bowl and clean it out and all that nonsense and check the jets. And luckily I know how to do that. It's sort of similar to the snowblower, just different bolt patterns and nonsense. But started sputtering and I thought we were getting low on fuel, so I told Adrian, I said, I think I'm stuck in the bottom of the tank here. We might want to go back. And that's when we turned around because I was pretty convinced I was about to like be pushing the walk of shame out of that place for a lot of kilometers, at least 3. No, I think we're deeper than that. But yeah, the tank on top would be pretty awesome, but I wonder if it would change the whole ergonomics of the bike because now you'd have a great big pool of sloshing instead of having this little tiny thing just sloshing on the motor. Like if you can put like 5 liters of fuel in there, now you have 5 pounds of extra weight. Yeah, 5 pounds of extra weight rocking around and shit. So, I don't know. I don't know what that would do to the dynamics of the bike because they're already a friggin' hour and a half to keep upright on the mud. That way says, for the love of all things butterscotch. Ooh, I like butterscotch. Please stop wearing your t-shirts tucked in. I am sorry for that. I like wearing them untucked, but since I started doing the whole portion control type nonsense and like trying to eat more but less, like more often but less food, my waist shrunk. And size 38 is really loose on me. And the belt I bought, I fucked up because when you buy a belt, you don't buy the size that you wear. You buy like 2 or 3 sizes higher. So like that belt is exactly 38 inches long, but it needs to be 42 so that the little hoopies can hook. I thought 38 was like, that's where the first notch is on the belt, is at 38. Nope, apparently not, frig sakes. Dwayne Barden says, you only have 1 pair of shoes? Well, I got dress shoes, like wedding dress shoes, and I got my like winter boots, but my everyday shoes, I only have the 1 pair. I usually don't stock up on them, but I might buy a couple pairs as auxiliaries and just keep them in the closet for when I burn through these ones, because I'm probably going to do it pretty fast, because I'm rough with my shit. However, I got those dirty old tennis shoes that I use when I'm just going to go outside real quick, like to go and put the garbage out at the side of the road or something. And if I'm going to be working in the garage, I'm either going to use them or the old dirty-ass lugs that are covered in clay. I got to bang off some. But now I got a couple pairs, and I can save these good ones for, like, going to work or going to the mall or going shopping and not wear dirty loafers and keep them as nice as possible for as long as possible, which probably won't happen very long, but we'll see what happens anyway. Kronkus36, oh my God, Adam, what's the matter for myself? Kronkus36 says, hey, Adam, how much did you pay for them little bikes a piece? Okay, like, the black one, I got it for $100. It was ready to roll, except for it had a handbrake for a throttle. And let me tell you, a handbrake for a throttle made that thing janky. It was hard to drive. So, paid $100 for it, bought the eBay friggin' Chinese throttle for $15, stabbed that onto it, broke it first romp out, got to replace it. But I would say black bike, I'm about $115 in, $100 for the bike, $15 in. Red bike, well, that one there needed a little bit more. It needed a back tire, and that was $50, so $150 on the red bike. So I'm about $260 in on 2 bikes. But Adrian's going to beat me because he's about to be $160 in on 3 bikes, for fuck's sakes. J.R.M.6228 says, filming welding is great. Filming welding without a welding shade covering the lens is bad. I know. And then what pisses me off is when I bought the Power Fist welder, like the mask I use, that's not what came with the welder. I bought that the Power Fist welder came with this, like, it's just like a face shield on a handle with always tinted lens into it. So, like, I guess you go in with one hand, you look, you line it up, then you put it in, you know, one of those. Like, you go in, oh, okay, you know, but I just bought the one that clips on your head, and then it's like you line up your shot, you get an idea, drop her down and get in there and just start macking her, you know. I can't find that that thing that came with the welder. I can't find the mask. Otherwise, I would build some sort of a rig that I could screw onto the bottom tripod mount and just have it sitting in front of the lens when I wanted to film. It is what it is. So, you know, with all the comments, you always come across those people who just devote their lives to being miserable fucks and just try and bring anybody down. And, like, the reason why I don't read the comments is so I don't have to read things like this, because I started reading through this, and it's like, it's not even, this is not as bad. It's the other comments in there. It's like, holy fuck. Like, do you guys all go to, like, the same coffee shop and say, oh, hey, Vlogging Life dropped a video. We should, like, totally slam it. Well, this is what we're going to do. We're just going to attack the shit. Like, what do you guys do? Like, why do you feel the need to, like, try and push people down? Does your life suck that fucking hard? Like, I do apologize. No, I don't. No, I really don't. And the best part about this is, motherfucker got 9 likes on the comment. And it's like, I don't even know how Rex and Adrian hang out with you anymore. Like, oh, I didn't realize I was that much of a burden on them. Like, oh, I apologize, you know, like, holy shit. But in the comment itself, like, there's replies a whole bunch. Like, Adrian's in there just totally fucking hammering on this guy because it's like, what the hell? Like, Adrian's like, this is fucking horseshit. But, whatever. Whatever. I guess some people like to help others out, and some people just want to be miserable fucks all their life. So, by all means, be a miserable fuck, because you're probably thinking, you know, there was a comment in there about my ex-girlfriend and all that, and it's like, bro, I'm happy where I'm at, and the fact that you're being miserable to me, trying to bring me down, proves you're not happy where you're at. So maybe get off the YouTubes, quit leaving trolling comments, and go be productive with your life. Just a thought. Even like this comment from Phil Ferris, first time he ever commented. Goddamn, dude, I tried to watch the whole vid, but couldn't. You are one stupid son of a bitch. Like, really? Well, thanks, bud. Wow. But then I get comments like this that just turn me right around. From My Pixie Dream. Thank you so much. I have been trying for weeks now, and this is so simple. I have seen other videos, but too much talking and no simplicity. You rock. It was one of my video tutorial videos. Some people do appreciate my talent and the fact that I share it with others so they can make productions of their own. Oh. Then we got Miss Banana Split 121. What's okay. But thank you so much. Works flawlessly. Another one of my tutorial videos. Oh. Even Matt Hurd, or Matt.Hurd. Matt.Hurd. He says, herpa derpy merpa farp, you are so funny, man. Lol, keep on vlogging. Appreciates what I bring to the YouTube platform. But I'm going to leave it at that for now. That's going to be commenting comments today. It's a lot of Baja talk and a little bit of trolls that were acknowledged and baited. I'm probably super happy about it. But I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to bait them. I'm not even going to read their fucking comments. I know their names. The moment I see that, scrolling by. Not even worth my time. Not even worth my time. But they probably got their super jollies out of this one. Probably just like totally just giving her right now. All happy, celebrating, you know. For what? Whatever. It is what it is. But thanks for watching, commenting on comments. And I gotta get the frig out of here. Because I need to go to bed. Later, guys.